Ben, do you know the tale of why Michael Jordan chose the number 23?
I don't.
You do not?
No.
Well, let me inform you, and Michael Jordan will inform us as well. This is again once again via 2K Speaking on behalf of promoting NBA 2K14, Michael Jordan said this. Here's the quote. Let's pull that up very quickly. In high school, when I played with my brother, my favorite number was 45, and his favorite number was 45, but we were on the same team. He had seniority. He had the option to wear 45, so I just figured 23 was half of 45, 22 and a half, so I grabbed 23. He's rounding up. And 23 has stuck with me the whole time. I went back to 45 in the NBA in 95. We all remember that. I was just coming back from my retirement. My father had just passed. I had never worn any other number than 23 in front of him in the NBA. I felt like I wanted to start off fresh, so I went back to 45. And for whatever reason, that didn't click in terms of luck or just the way I felt. And then, of course, Jordan switched back to number 23 for good during a 1995 playoff series against the Magic, a swap that drew fines from the league. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about the story? If he could have 22 and a half, he would certainly have 22 and a half. Benny the Bull like having 22.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like you're inviting me to say things like I don't care. I mean, that's it. I didn't know that about his brother.
I'm not inviting you.
I didn't know that, brother, and I didn't know that's why he'd taken 45. When I saw that his original number he liked was 45, that made sense because I remember that's the number that he came back with. And I remember when he switched, and I remember the league fining him, and I just thought, well, this is silly.
Totally.
but that's all right. You know, he could pay it. And I rooted. I wasn't a big Bulls Jordan fan. I wasn't.
You were not?
No, I mean, I wasn't. I mean, I liked. I was a Bullets fan. I was loyal to my team, but I rooted for them. I mean, I liked it in general when they won. I was rooting for the Blazers when they played the Blazers because I like Portland. I mentioned earlier in another clip that
You love Portland.
The Warriors and the Pacers are the other teams I like, but actually the Blazers too. Like those are the three teams that in my life I've cared about. And but I rooted hard for Jordan that year. Like I loved that he came back and was big. So I was disappointed that year when they lost.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
And especially to Shaq and Orlando and a team that I just didn't give a crap about.
I went to one of those playoff games.
Yeah.
I remember it. I was in the 300 level that was still United Center.
Yeah, that would have been
That was United Center, not Old Chicago Stadium. I'm sure I went at one point, but I do not remember. I remember I was sitting 300 level. I'm still afraid of heights to this day, and I was so scared that I could barely watch the game. I was watching, but I could barely watch it because I was a kid.
You're afraid of heights?
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, so am I.
And come on.